Hello, welcome, and let's resume playing the Let's Play that is Let's Play Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. You may be wondering, why are we all the way back over here at Hammer? Well, you may also be thinking, well, it's because you need to buy things. You're wrong, I bought everything I needed from Hammer off screen. I did this literally seconds before starting this segment. So, the real reason why I'm starting the segment here, because I didn't feel like editing back all the way to the save point right before Graham's boss fight, because I felt it would have been a little bit awkward in terms of pacing. And to be frank, I would rather have something eat up the segment just a little bit, just a smidge, before we fight the boss, because if I recall correctly, we're still going to have... The boss fight itself should not be too difficult, but I don't know. I don't want to run into just the boss fight being the whole segment and then that's it. Even though I know there's going to be more after the fight, obviously, because I haven't spoiled that enough for all y'all, but you'll see what I mean. I need something to buffer up the time, basically, because I want the segment to be decent in length without, like, going too weirdly in a different direction. So we'll see. Anyway, one thing to note, since I want to show it off now, we are dangerously close to being done with all the souls in this game. I did grind all the souls that we can possibly get at this time, except for Legion. Legion's soul wouldn't drop for me, which is weird because Legion's soul drop is 100%. He actually spawns right in this room. This is Legion right here. Okay, I'm being dumb. Every time I mention souls now, I have to make some dumb ongoing joke about Legion, but anyway. So, got all the souls we can get up to this point, which some were easier than others. It didn't honestly even take that long, to be honest, because Killer Mantle is a lifesaver for the final guards, I'll tell you that. It's also like the actual only way you're gonna beat an Iron Golem, because those things just take too much damage, man. Beyond that, I mean, there's not really much else to go over. I mean, some of these enemies, like the Bale, was a little annoying to grind off of, but I got him relatively quickly. Oh, one thing to note, since I have all the souls I can get right now, I did change out, so I'm using Satan's Ring instead of the Soul Eater Ring, so that's something to note. Satan's Ring, I believe, is like, it was either this or Tear of Blood ended up being the best item, and I figured I'd rather go with Satan's Ring, just because 2 defense isn't as good to me as having, actually, no, fuck that. I'll go Tear of Blood. 2 defense is actually slightly more useful to me than 1 attack. What am I saying? Anyway. There. Anyway, so yeah, this is gonna be the save point I want to be at. First things first, I do want to spoil the big surprise here and go over one important thing. So, where is it? Here you go. So, let's go over the... Where are they? Where are they? Ancient books. Here we go. So, ancient books. Without knowing it, so the game doesn't explicitly tell you this if you don't know, but if you beat the game without having a certain soul setup put on Soma when you kill Graham, then you could just feasibly end up fighting Graham and then that's it. That's the end of the game. But that's not the true ending of the game. There's still one more area after you beat him. And if I were a competent Let's Player, I would have just done this, killed Graham without having the souls, and then shown you that myself. But I figure this is older than dirt. At this point, most people will probably guess that these ancient books are hinting at that, as well as just knowing the Castlevania series in general, that they like to do fake outs with bosses. So, as it is, these ancient books are hinting at the souls we need to have equipped. So we'll go over them one more time. The first spirit is from a demon that is a... The first spirit is a demon from Hellfires. That sounds a lot like the Fire Demon Soul which we have, which it is. Ancient Book 2, the second spirit is the King of Bats. That's going to be obviously the Giant Bat Spirit, which you should probably be using at this point by default, just because it's so convenient for mobility's sake and escaping bad situations. So that one we have equipped as well. The third one is probably the most vague one because it could be kind of a different amount of things. But here, if you think about it logically, what does Dracula do? Well, he is a bloodsucker. He's a vampire. So, the succubus is an enemy that can suck your blood and heal. I think I've even demonstrated that in this playthrough where I got attacked by her a few times and she healed herself by sucking my blood. So, logically speaking, she's a beautiful nightmare, so that would be the final soul we have to equip. So, with all that in mind, this is going to be our soul loadout for the fight. It's going to cause some kooky things to happen. And I know I've been promising the Souls Showcase, and I promise I will show that off. The problem is there's a few enemies we can't run into yet, because they will be in that final area where we have to beat Graham. So I'd rather wait until we get to the very end of everything, just for the sake of completion. Because I would rather... I'd feel kind of lame if I did a Soul Showcase and then just like, oh, here's some other souls I found. So I'm going to have that all set up. Once I get the final souls, which will probably be once we go through the new area, I'll get it off screen, and I'll start the next segment, but we'll see. For now, we've got a boss fight. Oh no. That's a lot of blood. You know, that's kind of a problem, I think. Right. Okay. Sorry if I'm skipping over this dialogue, I don't... Okay, that's nice. Okay. I haven't done this fight in forever, so if I fuck up, forgive me. I don't think it's that difficult, to be honest, if I recall correctly, but we'll see. So far, he's doing not that much damage. He's just doing standard Dracula attacks, too. Which anyone who's played any Castlevania game after Symphony of the Night should know what this pattern looks like. We'll probably just like do this. Oh, you jerk. I think this is taking... Come on. I want to get some good hits in. Oh, graham cracker. The real question I have is if he's... So he needs to kill us to get Dracula's power, right? So then, if he's already using Dracula's abilities, what does he need from us then? Like, I don't know. Plot was never the main selling point of this game, in my opinion. There we go. Yeah, I'm just that badass, dude. Okay. And now it's time for a second form. This will be fun. Are you ready, kids? I sure am. Okay. Okay. This is the part of the fight I'm actually not looking forward to because, well, it's the harder part. Forgive me if I don't talk that much right now, because I would rather not have to redo this, to be totally honest with you. Hands. Friggin' hands. You know, I think if I play this in a certain way, the hardest part is just the hands are so gigantic, it's hard to damage, like, well, do any damage without getting hit. Like that, I wonder if I can, you know, I should totally just start doing this. Come on. There we go. Yeah, it does. Goodbye, girl. So that was that boss fight, and this would be the end of the game, normally. Except! This is where things are gonna go down crazy down. Oh no. This ain't good. Ooh. This ain't good. Ooh. Ooh. Look at the bedhead on Soma. Oh goodness. Oh gosh. This is, talk about a plot twist. Okay, so the entire time Soma was actually Dracula, so they awoken him because... Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, so why did you... I got a lot of questions here. Konami, let's take a back seat and just, let's slow down and let's go over why we had to do this in the first place. Nah, whatever. Okay. Okay, so he's, so we're basically just his fucking glorified maid at this point. Alrighty. So, now our portrait's that. We've gone from modest, I'm assuming, gothic looks to that, which is a little bit more intimidating. More importantly, I'm re-equipping the Headhunter soul, but, yeah, so that happened. And Black Panther. Cool, I don't care. Dracula's tunic, how fitting. Let's see, Dracula's tunic, how good is it? So it's two attack for 3 strength, and a lot less luck and intelligence. Yeah, I'll pass. I'd rather have Death's Robe. So, well, so now you may be wondering, well, where do we go from here? I know where we go. Do I want to show it immediately? Not exactly. I'm not exactly ready for this next boss fight, if you'll forgive me. Not that that boss fight was particularly difficult in and of itself, but this might be a bit of a breather segment for me because I know the next boss fight's not going to go well. It's going to be like death all over again, and I really need to just... that was secretly the reason why I didn't want to do this fight immediately. Because I want an excuse to not have to do the next boss fight. Besides, I'd rather space out the boss fights just in terms of gameplay. Because I'll eventually... I'll have to be backtracking anyway back to Hammer to buy some potions. I might as well show it, to be honest, because, you know, what else am I going to show besides a boss fight? I mean, I could show myself getting to the boss fight area, but... I don't know. Forgive me for sounding like a lame duck about this whole situation. Speaking of which, is there actually even a warp area to it? There's none, motherfucker. That's actually super annoying. Well, well, that'll just make this take a little bit longer, but okay. Let's just speed this up. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just a hill prince now. Okay. I'm not gonna bother getting the Tsuchinoko soul, just fuck it. Was he selling anything else? I don't think he was. Nope, he was not. Goodbye, forever. Let's see what you have to say, Nina. Yeah, I mean, he just, he got a new conditioner. That's a weird question to ask. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, JRPGs kind of push the envelope with dialogue sometimes. Can I talk to her again? Okay, I can't. So I always have to, I'm destined to run off from her. Okay, this is it. Whatever. Let's go to the save point. We're going to save here, and we're going to be visiting a secret area. Some of my more astute viewers will remember there was an area I mentioned multiple times that we have to come back to fight a certain secret boss. He's not really secret, but whatever. Just work with me. This way there would probably just be going straight. Okay. Yeah, I don't care about damage, to be honest, because with one damage I can just run through everything. That's the beauty of speed up. Yeah, so actually, it won't even take that long to get there. Ideally. Let's go here, and what is this? Oh, it's the floating garden. Maybe there was something in the floating garden. Hint, hint, hint. Sorry, I'm being dumb. Okay, so let's see this. Now, where does that take me? Let's just keep doing this until I get to an area. Oh, son of a bitch. Here we go. This is where I want to be. Hey, hey. Yeah, whatever. You know, fun fact, I was reading the other day, apparently the kicker skeleton, some people have had issues with getting his soul. And I was never even aware that his soul was not an automatic drop. Because that's the only place he spawns. I was under the assumption kicker skeleton was one of those enemies that you kill once and you automatically get the soul. But, I mean, I saw stories of people having trouble getting it, so whatever. Anyway, so yeah. I guess I could show off this door real quick. Yeah, like, it's this area. Yeah, I mean, okay, fuck it. Since I like you guys, I will show off the fight one time. I'm gonna get my ass kicked. I'm not gonna bother healing because I know it's not worth it. So, yeah. We're gonna be fighting Julius Belmont, our friend throughout the entire game. Now that he knows that we were Dracula, he's got some vampire killing to do. Yeah, and this fight sucks. Yeah, he does a shitload of damage. This is the one fight where I would recommend using Death Sickle over Claim Solace, because it's going to be doing more damage, whereas most other fights, bosses will revert the Dark Element. This fight, you do not want to fuck around. Speaking of fucking around, yeah, it looks like it's not too bad so far, but you gotta remember, he's doing this much damage, and this is our base form. Yeah, okay. He gets a lot harder. He has multiple forms. And that wasn't really a good demonstration of how difficult that fight gets, but trust me when I say this is going to be a difficult fight, and I'm not looking forward to it because there's no real easy way to cheese it. So yeah. Kind of hate to end this segment on a bit of a lower note, but on the bright side, you get to look forward to me doing a difficult boss fight next segment. One that's arguably more difficult than any other boss fight in the game, because this isn't the final boss, but it sure as hell is more difficult than the final boss. Ah well, that's neither here nor there. I'm going to end the segment now. So, yeah, like I said, we'll have the Soul Showcase sometime this decade, and beyond that, I will see you guys next time for when we take on Julius Belmont and his annoying, overpowered stats. See ya then.